our damn kids are growing up with iPads and phones.
Exactly.
They come out the womb fucking
right.
Status. The baby come out the womb with a status.
And this,
don't even got a social yet. The baby don't even got a goddamn social, though. Right. You just got status like just here, man.
And he
y'all.
And he had a picture on the internet.
Yeah. More life. More life.
He got more likes than you.
He got pictures on the internet before he even out the womb. Nigga still in the womb. This was you in the womb.
Yeah. Had whole celebrations.
They got all that.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Prodigal.
What you mean, yo, mister?
I don't, bro. Dealing with a lot of women is stressful, bro. I mean, anybody who's done it or does it understands exactly what the fuck I'm
But ask a girl dad. I think it just prepares. Like, if you really good with women, I'm trying to gas myself. If you really good with women,
yeah. If you treat women
that's why
bad,
you get girls.
No, if you treat women bad, you get girls.
Are you sure?
No.
When your girl, I'm about to say, when your girls coming?
That's what the universe. What?
When your girls, they were the way, huh?
The way I treat
you,
women, I treat them like queens and princesses, and you know what I mean?
You treat women like queens?
Yeah, man, like delicate flowers.
You's a lie, bro.
You got me bit.
Why you always act like we ain't grow up together, dog?
Yeah, you don't. But what that mean though? Like you don't know how I treat women when
I was there.
Closed doors.
Well, outside the doors,
you wasn't there when I was hitting it from the back. You wasn't there.
Pause, yo.
He was there coaching you on.
Pause, yo.
No.
Wiping the sweat off your eye, bro.
Nah, nigga, I don't need no assistance in this. I got my towel by the bed. I got my water on the other side.
Right.
I don't be having no water boy. I don't have no towel guy. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo got a little stool by the bed, so
got
you sit out rounds.
Yeah, you feel me? You got your cut, man. Look here, Rocky. I want you to go in there. Get it on a good pounding in the middle. Work the circular motion. Work the circular. I can see that happening. Got a whole trainer.
Hey, man, whatever, yo. You always be saying...
Saying what?
You always be saying things like they not true, man.
No,
we was outside together, dog.
We was, bro. But that's how I know, like, dealing with several women at the same time. I mean, not several. I mean, you could have a few, but damn, 7, bro, that's a lot, bro. That's a lot.
Did I say 7?
Yeah,
I thought you said 7.
He said several.
I said several.
Oh, you said several.
See, that's why you look at you speaking from experience.
Yeah, you talking about, hey,
look how he's snitching on himself.
Dealing with 100 women, it's like crazy, man. I treat them good.
No, I live by the golden rule. Treat them how they want to be treated. That's what you do. That's when every woman don't want to be treated the same. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what? I think that's where I failed, and that's a great statement right there. Every woman does not want to. Everybody shouldn't be treated the same.
They shouldn't.
Yeah. And I think I played that game the wrong way. As I tried to treat them all the same.
Because people got the golden rule backwards. They say treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
But no, you treat people how they want to be treated.
Facts.
You feel me?
Yeah, man, you preaching too much. Let's get into the show.
Let's do this shit, man. Hey, yo, what's up out there, man? You hear it here, man. It's the Prodigal Brothers back for another Friday, man. We drop on Fridays because that's when we used to go out back in the day, right? hey, no, do people still do that shit? Like, I can't wait for Friday.
People living for the weekend, for real.
Really?
Man,
is it still a thing?
I
feel like we live in a different type of age where people work on the weekends and all that type of.
My personal experience when I was out when COVID was COVID in 2020 and 2021 when we was actually outside moving around, people was out any day of the week. Now it's back to the same thing. Everybody wait until Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to enjoy their lives, man.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I've never been a weekend person going on a weekend because. Telling you, going to the clubs and bars during the week, that's the best times, man.
It's the best time.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you just relax.
But Friday, Saturday, Sunday is also good if you like, at least, you know, here in Maryland, if you hit them on the 11, 12, because you can still get mixy.
Yeah.
But everybody ain't getting there yet. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can see the bad joints just start to trickle in.
Right.
You can rap to a couple of them. You could dap your mans up, and then if you roll out about 12:30, you still get home. Safe night. You know what I mean?
That sound like an old guy. That's what old guys do. You old already?
I'm not mixy.
I'm still trying to hit the let out, bro. I was that guy.
Yeah.
I'm about to let out.
Yeah, but you
You know what I mean? I'm about to let out.
Nah,
and I pull up to the front.
I would see it as
because I got the 15s in there.
and that's why you was always fighting.
I would see it
No,
as
I was not.
The women going out on Friday and Saturdays weren't really party goers. I needed a party goer. So if we going out, if I see you out during the week, I'm like, yeah, you really about this
You
life.
about that life.
Let's do some risky shit.
Yeah, let's make bad decisions. You know you got to work in the morning and you
Right.
still out at 2 in the morning. Yeah, you make bad decisions.
Yeah, shit.
You on the list.
I would come back to base sometimes at 4:00 and have PT at 4:30.
Hey, trust me, I was with you.
Right. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. Yo.
This nigga will wake me up. I'm
Nah.
like, nigga, let me be, nigga. I'm not running today.
Nah, I only ever went out to be seen. Like some niggas
Some
went
people-
out.
some
Some
people
niggas
are
went
like
out
that.
to get bitches and all of that. I only went out to be seen.
And I think that's how those women that go out on the weekend, only on the weekend, be.
Right.
Let me go out so somebody can see me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
That's a quote from one of my mans, yo. He used to say that shit all the time. He'd be like, yo, let's go up front so these hoes can see me. I was like, God damn, you's a cocky
That's
son of
when
a
you
bitch.
pretty, yo.
But I love it.
That's when you pretty, yo. We need to be up front so they can see me.
So they can see me.
Hey
The
man,
fuck?
shout
Can't
out
nobody
to
see me back here.
shout out to whatever real nigga that is.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm not gonna shout him out because it
No,
may
I
tarnish his name.
said shout out to the real nigga. I ain't say his name.
But you know him. You know him.
Yeah,
Y'all
this
know
is
him.
a real nigga,
But
dog.
yeah,
You
that's
push when you push to the front to be like, let these bitches see me.
That's how I
Y'all
used
don't
to,
see me?
That's how I used to carry. That's how I used to carry. Real talk. That shit was hilarious.
I'm glad I'm not in that life anymore, man. I could have gotten so much fights and troubles just
that-
doing shit.
Yeah.
Because, one thing that used to be a pet peeve, and I don't mean to offend any of the dancers out there, in the club and a bunch of dudes sitting there battling each other, man.
About to offend them.
They battling.
Yeah, they sitting there battling, dancing back
Yo,
and
you know,
forth.
you offending my man Snake.
Yeah,
Man,
if you
yo.
can't
That's what he-
dance, if you
that's
can't
what he
dance,
do.
just say that.
Yeah.
Say that then.
You can't dance. I can't dance.
I dance in the bedroom.
Okay, twinkle toes. Okay. My man got the sand in the bit. Nah, bitch, you thought it was great.
Right.
Who said he got the sand? Are you stupid?
Get them things twinkling, son.
I dance in the bedroom. Look at this nigga.
I'm not sitting there dancing, bro.
Hey, that's funny though. I used to feel that way too, but no, that shit got the club crunk, bro. And then you just play your role. Like I knew my role was like, yo, niggas is dance battling, and sometimes niggas get hectic because niggas will get chopped the fuck up.
Right.
And niggas need the muscle, and I'm back there like watching.
Yo, the craziest part though is like women always associated dancing. Some women probably still do associate dancing with sex, and it's like,
Yeah, I think
Real-
a lot of people do.
yeah, but real gangsters don't dance.
Right.
You feel me?
I mean, and y'all knocking on the door. You know what
I mean, do they some people different. Some women want them dances. Some women want the gangsters. You feel me?
I don't even
It's
know.
somebody for everybody in the
I
club.
don't know what they do now because
They do TikTok dances in the club. I did a
we've
poll.
been through a lot of eras. Remember the crunk era where people just mosh pitting?
Yeah, that
I'm
was
like,
my era.
why are we fighting each other right now?
Right. It was the music.
Like you stepping all on the shoes, everybody spraying bottles.
Hey, cuz I liked it that era. That shit was fun.
I just thought it was.
That was when you had to
dangerous,
go to
man.
the club 12, 14 deep at least. At least.
But how many times y'all really got in fights in the club? Like nobody's really fighting.
All the time.
Nobody really fighting us.
I don't know.
No.
And I heard,
You are tripping.
I mean, well,
you never went to Hammerjacks, obviously.
yes, I went to Hammerjacks.
Okay,
The real
look.
Hammerjacks, not Hammerjacks
the real
2,
Hammerjacks.
not Hammerjacks 8.
The real Hammerjack.
Yeah, the real
Not
Hammerjack.
Bourbon Street. Hammerjack.
I don't know. I think some people just have they think about things before it happens. Because I remember like a bunch of Marines or Army guys while hanging out. If you showed your military ID to get into that club, they found something to tell you you ain't coming in here.
Yeah, because they knew they was going to fight.
Because they say ain't no hats allowed, or your attire is not welcome here, or no Timberlands.
Hold on. Hold on. Chills.
Uplifting, no, they used to do that to me all the time. It wasn't even the military part of it.
My man was just like, your belt tight. Your belt tight. You can't get in.
Yeah, I'm like, the hell?
And it's the club where fights happen.
Yeah, it's like, yo, what the hell? I look like I'm overly violent.
They
or
wouldn't
something?
let my man in Mobies.
Well, yeah, Mobies. I'm like,
This niggas walking in with guns hanging out the belt.
yo, Look, I had to read the dress code again. Like,
I'm saying
this the one, right? This the dress code?
Hey, I don't know, but yeah, they knew people was gonna go in there and start wrecking if something happened.
No,
Hey,
that's real. Our
question.
era of the crunk era started that dress code.
Real question, Will.
So
You think dark skinned niggas can fight?
yeah, I think everybody can fight, bro.
I heard. I was getting a cup from my barber the other day. We talking about the pod. I see y'all on there. I heard y'all say something about light skin and dark skin niggas. So I already know something coming. He light skin with dreads. And he
Right.
from Baltimore, so I already know some shit about to pop off, right? So I'm like, yeah, man, we just having fun. He like, yeah, dark skin niggas can't fight. He got the clippers to my head.
Right.
And he got a razor back there. He got a razor back
He
there,
got
too.
razor, so I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, we just talking. Just a show, but he was like, nah, when I was growing up, they always picked on light skin niggas. He's like, he wouldn't look at niggas like, your black ass. I was like, God damn, niggas, like, you want to tip? Like, you just, but.
I don't pick on nobody unless they pick on me, man. I done seen this.
But do you think, in your experience,
Oh yeah,
you think dark skin niggas can fight?
yeah.
This is my thing. I feel like light skinned niggas fight more because they be emotionally unstable, right? but dark skinned niggas handle their business when they get down to it, yo. You feel what I'm saying? Because every light skinned nigga I know is a hothead. real talk.
Am I a hothead?
Will.
Okay. Okay. Nigga, it's bad when we get quiet. That's fine.
Like I don't even want to out him, right? I'm just gonna stop. Like I don't even want to out the nigga, yo. Am I a hothead? You, your brother, that nigga. You already know Travis still like that, yo. What's going on with the equipment, yo?
It just fell off. I don't see myself as a hothead, man.
Okay. Nah, you mild tempered in certain settings. But
I'm more of like, hey, I'm gonna sit here quiet, but then if you see me doing something, somebody done pissed me off to a point, ain't no return.
yeah, or
It's
you
like,
get,
hey, we
or
gonna
you
call
get
the bell.
you get super fried, and I think you start hearing voices because you be like, yo, did that nigga over there say something? Hey, Al, he talking shit over here. I'm like, who? The nigga with his back turned? Like, he's not even looking at us.
Yes. The nigga with his back turned. He's finna get it.
I'm like, yo, not even looking at us. Like, yeah, you a goddamn hothead.
Yeah.
You know? And yes, uplifting. Yeah, niggas fighting in clubs, bro. Like that's what niggas used to do.
Nah.
That's why. Why you think clubs get their names changed so much and shit? Because something dangerous happened, and now they gotta create a new identity.
Just saying, man, it's summertime, Ain't nobody ever fought me. Ain't nobody ever tried to fight me. Like, I got into the fights that I wanted to get into.
Right, but you are an extra large ass nigga too. Like extra large niggas don't have to fight often, which is one of my points, bro.
You know me my whole life. I wasn't always this guy.
Yeah, you was. Yeah, what happened? That's crazy.
So back in the
You used to be a nigga that be dunking and grabbing shit off the top of the backboard and shit. you was that type of nigga.
look, man, nobody's ever tried to fight me, dog.
That's cool.
I'll just say don't underestimate people, because I done seen some people, like when that white boy show up to the court, and you like, yo, you can't ball. You ever seen white boys beat somebody's ass? I'm like, damn, boy, get him, Bill.
You feel me?
Like, yo, he's stomping the shit out of him.
Pull out some UFC shit.
Right.
Make your ass submit.
Right. Hey, for all the listeners, if you see dudes with cauliflower ear, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Yo.
I am, bruh. You see that?
Cauliflower ear?
You see that cauliflower ear, dog? Nah. And they bump you hard too. Excuse me. Come on, yo. You know you nice. You know you nice, dog. Like I'm not gonna let you put your arms and legs around me, yo. I'm not doing that.
You're not getting me on the ground. Like, I know you got a good ground game.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you.
I tell you, that's the funniest shit. I'm like, yo, he good. He got to watch him.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I seen a dude trying to tap out. I'm like, bro, this real life. Y'all in a real fight. Ain't no tapping out, man.
Yeah.
These niggas be state champion wrestlers and shit. Whoop your fucking ass. Like my man Eddie, we met at Monty's the other day.
Yeah.
State champion wrestler. He do the security at Puster's, man. Shout out Eddie, man.
Yeah.
Go see him at Puster's, man. He worked the dope. He might whoop your ass, though. Chill out. But yeah, he one of those. You know? I don't know if he got the cauliflower ear or not. But
Nah, I ain't look at his ear. He just said he worked the door.
Yeah.
And he was like 165.
yeah.
I was like, this nigga dangerous.
Right.
I'm trying to told you.
Because people work the door be wanting to fight, yo. Anybody work the door want to fight.
Shout out my man Steve Garcia, man.
Oh, boy.
My man has a regular job. He get great money, great pay. But he worked the door at a dive bar on the weekends. Because why?
For the action.
Good. Hey, you know, that's fucking funny. That's weird. I remember I was in a club in North Carolina called Planet Rock. We was in there just vibing. This is when you're still allowed to smoke in the fucking bar and shit.
Right. It's the South, yeah.
All the security had on gloves. And I'm not talking about like regular gloves. I'm talking about those motorcycle Oakley gloves with the armor on the knuckles.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm behaving in here.
You feel me? They got metal tips on the knuckles.
I'm like, how are y'all allowed to do this?
Bruh, speaking of security, bro, like we talking about Hammerjacks back in the day. Bruh, Hammerjacks had the biggest security guard you ever want to see, bro. Like, the nigga security at Hammerjacks knocked out Jahadi White. I don't know if y'all remember Jahadi White, but he was a center for the Wizards back in the day. Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out at the at Hammerjacks.
Oh, big ball, yo.
Big ball, yo.
Yeah.
He got knocked out at Hammerjacks. Hammerjacks security used to, if you fucked up, they'd drop your ass, pick you up, put it on the shoulders, and toss you out back.
He looked like he don't tuck his chin, though.
Jahadi White?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, when you huge,
Yeah.
I don't think you fight often. Like Shaq.
You gotta but you gotta know how to get it in. Like, tuck your chin, bro. That impact different. Especially when you bigger.
Though. No one never hit him.
Cause they gonna hit you with life. Right. Like, when somebody say you big and they trying to connect, they swing with their hips.
Everything.
The balls of their feet.
They hit you with a Barry Bonds.
Yeah,
swing.
they coming through with all the gravity that's on Earth.
All torque.
Yeah, they got to power up like Goku. Because I know if he put his mitts on me, it's over.
It's over. Yeah, because when a nigga big, you like, yo, I got one shot. You like Eminem. You like, yo, I got to fucking take this nigga out right now or I'm going to lose. You know what I'm saying?
You get the mitts on you, it's over.
It's
your
done.
ass getting picked up, swung around.
You ever been like tough? You ever been tough and like you in a little confrontation, you with your mans or whatever, and y'all about to wreck these dudes, and then they bring in support, and he
that you ain't know was there?
Yeah.
Hold on, they got extra niggas, yo.
Yeah.
You got to retreat.
Not even extra niggas. They got that extra nigga who's like
The one, yo.
Like he real big.
Yeah.
Like he real big. Pause. Like you. Like
It's
you
always,
a big nigga. But
it's always the one, yo. Like, oh shit.
Oh shit, man.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Hold
look,
up.
man. We don't
Hold
even
up.
need to be doing
Hold
this
up.
in here.
Oh, sirens, yo. Police coming, cuz. Chill out, y'all. Police coming. You ain't never played the police game? Hold up, yo. The boys coming, cuz. Chill out. That's how you gotta do. That's how you cop the plea.
Yeah, that shit gets dangerous. Have you ever seen a group of guys arguing and that one guy just goes off to the car?
Oh yeah, I always watch that.
I'll be like, yo.
I'll be watching that motherfucker.
Hey, let's nix this. Yo.
Yeah, it's over, yo.
Yeah.
Nah, you ain't seen the one yo skate off?
Yeah. As soon as somebody
this party's over.
As soon as somebody get froggy in their feet, I'm like, nah. You see him leap over there?
Yeah, right.
Nah,
Exactly.
This nigga running to the car.
Anybody sneak off?
Yeah, what are you doing? Why his feet moving so fast?
Too calm. Yeah, you gotta be aware, yo. But most of the things that happen when these violence happens in all these environments, right, is people be getting robbed, yo, because they be wearing expensive ass shit.
Yeah.
Think about it. The club scene.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, you putting on your best shit to hang in some dingy ass environments, yo, with some dirty couches.
Sneakers all scuffed up after the night.
Right.
Yeah.
You wearing
Shirt sweated out.
designer shit. You know what I'm saying? And I wonder if that's a thing, that's a thing with black people mostly, I believe, right?
Yeah. We dress to impress. We got to have the best.
We went to Monty's the other day, yo. Like, how much designer you see? How many brands you seen in there? You know what I mean? Like, it's a mixed crowd, but it's a lot of white people in there. Like,
I seen people with nice stuff. I think
yeah.
Like you got a nice bracelet or a nice watch.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like us in the club. Black people was watch, chain, shirt, shoes, jeans.
Right.
Bruh.
Everything got to have a high ticket price tag on it.
Yeah, everything got to be a brand. Everything got to be a designer, yo. I guess what I'm thinking of is like, what is our obsession with that shit, bro? You know what I mean? Like, we grew up like this, so I think it was like molded into us. But me getting that to my age and actually working for everything that I got, It's like I done fell off of that shit. I want nice shit, like you said.
Right.
I don't necessarily need your brand name, yo. If I'm feeling it, if I feel the vibe, or if I just bang with how your company operate, I can bang with it, yo. But what's up with the brand name? We got to have a certain name, and they all got to match.
I don't know. I think, excuse me, that for the black community, like you said, most of us were raised up like that, you know. But then, you know, we can sit here now and see the negative, you know, outlook on it and say we're wasting money. Mm-hmm. But then we don't realize that white people waste money too, because like the white kids in school may have not had like every Jordan, but they had like 10 4-wheelers or dirt bikes.
Yeah, the cars were souped up,
or big ass trucks and shit. We just spend our money differently. But it's an infatuation with all the communities. I mean, for us, if we gonna step out, it's got to be everything. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why.
But you could sell a 4-wheeler. Like now you can sell J's, but back in the day when we was growing up, you couldn't. There was no resale market for your clothes.
Yeah, you're right.
So it wasn't no internet.
So other than the encoding of us wanting to have the best brand, like everybody's said to us when we were growing up, dressed to the nines, right?
Right.
You had to get dressed up to go to church.
Right.
You had to get dressed up for the games, right? Like
if you was to be seen, you needed to be fit.
You had to look good, and it had to have a name on it too.
Right.
And I feel like that was something that was given to us by our oppressors, but I won't get too deep. My real point is that in this day and age, it's actually cool to be fly, but it's also beneficial to you because you can resell it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's what I say. I think that would come with the birth of the internet.
Yeah. So I think the loyalty to brands now is just you want to be seen, bro. Everything's about being seen. We talk about it. Attention is the currency, bro.
Attention is the new drug.
Yeah. But it's always been that way, though. It just was different.
Okay.
Like you said.
You right.
Your man going to the front of the club to be seen. They need to see me. Why? Because he probably paid a lot of money for his fit. Somebody need to see this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when a woman would see you or a woman sees you now, we still fresh in a certain extent. Like she go shoes and then she go up to probably your face or your wrist.
The shoes first?
Women definitely they go shoes Johnson and somewhere else.
Right.
You ever catch somebody looking at you? That's how I ain't gonna side.
Shoes Johnson.
I actually do that on purpose. Like when I'm at work, I wear my badge over my belt instead of like hanging around my neck.
Talk to him.
Yeah. I know you're gonna look. I'm just saying, hey, you ain't got a lie. What's your name? You work here?
Yeah.
So, just go ahead and pull it.
So
look at it too.
You make them look.
Yeah.
Yeah. This meat tender.
I mean, it's no different than a big-breasted or big-butt woman knowing, hey, why is your titties out? You want somebody to look.
We get on the break.
Where you back?
we get on the break.
I'm just saying, man.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Oh man. Yeah. Hey yo, shout out to Will, man. You be doing it, yo. Like who the hell thinks of that, yo? Put my badge right here. My meat.
Everything is tactical, man. You got to think, you know. You got to prepare for war every day.
But that's the same thing with brands, though.
Yeah, it is.
Like
they put them in certain areas.
They put them in certain areas. They make it seem like it's a certain status. And the funniest part is, like you said, white people or other cultures definitely spend their money on brands, but they not looking like us. Like,
right.
We created a culture where you got to be fly, and it's like it's unrealistic. How can we be impoverished and fly at the same time?
That
shit don't make no sense. We're not even in the top 10% of wealth, and I'm throwing out a random number here, but like we're not even in the top 10% of wealth, but yet we did figure this out. We account for $13 trillion.
Yeah, we
in
spend
the
the
marketplace.
most. Yeah.
We spend the most.
Yeah.
Right.
We definitely have a huge spending power,
and
they know that.
It was pushed on us, bro. It was pushed on us for a reason. Like when you selling to a white person, you selling them the longevity and the reliability of a product. When you're selling to us, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is the best out.
Yeah, when you're selling,
everybody gonna recognize.
I feel like when you're selling to other communities, you're selling the return on investment.
Right. And you're not selling that to us. You're selling the allure, the attention.
Yeah. Ooh, and sometimes it gets funny too. I remember going to the club one time, dude came out of his room all dressed, and like you said, he's dressed to impress.
Right.
Yeah.
He had on an all red Dickie suit, red Reeboks and a red bandana. I mean, a do rag. I was like, bro. You done went and bought all that shit and you look like this, but you couldn't tell him he wasn't fly. He was ready.
Yo,
he was like,
that be
I'm
funny.
fly.
But that's what's funny with the brand shit. Is sometimes you look like a clown.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it's too much. You really don't know what you're doing.
Right.
What I used to call it is getting dressed off the mannequin. Like,
yeah, that's basically what he did.
Like, that's some clown shit. Like, you go to the department store or whatever, you see the mannequin, like, yo, give me that. Like, who the fuck do that? That's like ordering a number for your haircut. Like, yeah, give me the 12. You feel me? Ain't that the same thing? If you get dressed off the mannequin, you feel what I'm saying? But it's funny, like, in my older age, I'm starting to look at everything like that. Right? You feel me? Like, even when people, like, you know what I mean? I see a dude that I know where he work at, you feel me? And he got some Hermes shit. He got a Hermes hoodie or some shit. It's like,
right.
But you paid $700? Well,
right.
It's like, yo, that shit more than your rent, yo.
You feel me?
Yeah, we
it's
definitely waste a
almost
lot
confusing.
of money on brands.
You said what?
We definitely waste a lot of money just trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, when we could give our children something more. You know, like, just think, like, all those kids that went to Disney World, all of them weren't lined up in Jordans and throwback jerseys. Yeah. But the parents spent money on different things for the
Experience,
children.
right?
That's
expanding the mind.
Yeah, spent things on different things, you know. Because, you know, we like, we can sit here and talk about black and white people, but we knew how it was. You know, if we were in school, unless that the white people had some type of black influence, they dressed bummy to us. You know, they'll step out.
Those are the first person we find.
Yeah, right. They'll step out of a souped-up vehicle with some flip-flops and, you know, holy dirt jeans or whatever.
I mean, that's still prevalent today.
Yeah, but I'm saying they don't care about that thing. Yeah, they spend their money elsewhere. I think a lot of, I mean, I ain't trying to put down black community, but other communities invest their money for the future. Yeah, because it's like, if like you got $1 million right now, I'm not saying you, I'm just speaking in general. Most people would say, oh, I'm about to buy all this shit I never had, instead of like, oh, this $1 million can be $10 million in 10 years if I put it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
People definitely don't look at it like that. And then what I wanted to bring up was about the families that own these brands, right?
Right.
They name their brands after themselves, right?
Right.
So I seen a clip. I believe it was TD Jakes. I believe I sent it to y'all, man. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was a preacher. No, it wasn't TD. I'm tripping. It wasn't him. It definitely was a preacher though, and he was basically. It's a popular clip, and he was saying like, this is a brand name, that is a brand name. You know, McDonald's is a brand name. He said family names.
Yeah, family.
These are family names, right?
Yeah.
He was like, so people think that you're buying like a product, right? Mm-hmm. But what you're really doing is you're supporting this family.
Yep.
You feel me? Because like these people don't just have like one thing. You have a whole line.
Yeah.
Even if you make cars, you still make clothes, shoes. You sponsor arenas and TV shows.
Right.
Like, so when you buy these brands, what you're actually doing is supporting a family.
Right.
It's a family name. You're supporting a family that's not from your community.
Yep.
You feel me? So like, is that some type of brainwashing that we take from? We don't support our community as black people because we feel like that isn't popular or that isn't popular, that isn't lit, right? And we support outside of our community and act like it's a part of our culture.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we were branded at first through the media, but I mean, I've yet to see a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci commercial or
they ain't got
or a Miri commercial, you know? Like,
no, they got commercials. It's in our music.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I've yet to see that, but they made it a part of the culture.
Right, that's my point.
So now it drives people to wear it and buy it. And it's not always us, but we probably shouldn't be buying it if we haven't set any future money aside, right? Like, the problem with us is they took away our concept of delayed gratification. Mm-hmm. And the knowledge that's coming along to us now is that we know that we need money for generations. I think that just wasn't a thing before. And so it was easy to just capture us with brands because it was art, it was fashion, it was things that were shown to us by people who could afford it. Because trying to live the life of a rapper, even on a 6-figure salary, you can't hang with them.
Going broke.
Yeah.
Like these guys got $1 million advances. They getting $20,000-$50,000 a show. Like,
Yo, they can't hang with themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
And I think a lot of
rappers go broke.
Yeah, I was about to say that too. And I think a lot of people forget that when you do see the artist on TV or on tour, you know, they're wearing a certain brand, they didn't buy that.
Yeah, it's a commercial.
It was given to them. And now you like, oh, I want to be like this person. I have to go buy this $500 shirt now. You know, like, come on, you really, like, Kanye came out with his clothing line. Like, you bought a shirt, got holes in it.
Right.
It's fashionable.
Yeah.
You wasted money, bro. You could have went and got a T-shirt from Walmart.
Yeah.
And put holes in that motherfucker.
I mean, that's what I do. I don't know if people really notice. If you watch our clips and you see it, I don't really wear a lot of brands on this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to, I get, we got a clip. I get my shit from Walmart. What was it? $7.77. They done went up now. God damn it.
I mean,
I like the graphic tee.
I'm gonna kick a little knowledge though. I wear brands that I have stock in.
Nice.
So you may see me in a bunch of Nike stuff. I have Nike stock.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I if I'm wearing it, I have shares in it, or it's either black owned, or I just happen to like it. It was nothing that really inspired me, but a lot of times if you see me wearing something or talking about something constantly, a lot of times I have stock in it.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Get
you
a
said
piece
that.
of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you said that. I got a guy I was in the Marine Corps with, Don Johnson. He's commented on a couple clips.
Yeah.
He's still in the Marine Corps. He's trying to be sergeant major and shit. I'm shouting him out. He's a good dude. But every day he posts like stock tips and stuff. He's like, hey, I just drove past McDonald's, got stock in that. I just drove past Chick-fil-A. Y'all wasting your money. Y'all helping me. Thank you. You know, he's like, it just hit my wallet. Thank you.
Yeah, but no, real talk. But that goes into another thing is like, when are we gonna start capitalizing off of what we put out there? Like we talk about the rappers, right?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, I actually did when I was in high school. I did my senior paper on hip hop being used as a marketing tool, right? And so rappers started capitalizing off of name dropping certain brands,
Right.
in there. Like back in the day, Busta had the Pass to Cavassier.
Right.
Like a lot of people don't know, he even came up with that song because Cavassier was trying to save their brand.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, right? So they learned how to capitalize off of the stuff that they were spitting out of their mouth, out of what they were saying, right?
Right.
And we as basically everyday citizens, I mean, we have a business too.
Right.
But like I feel like every person, like you just said how. I guess I'm saying this for no reason. But like, when are we gonna start capitalizing off of the things that we get involved in? The things that we wear, the things that we drive, you know, the brands that we make, the brands that we support, the families. Basically, that's what I'm saying. We're supporting another family.
Well, I mean, like,
Shouldn't we get a point on the package?
we should, but I mean, we're in the age of social media where if you market yourself, it all depends on how you look at it. Some people, this isn't for everybody.
No,
And I hate that, like, everything that we hear and people say, you know, they talk on it, and there's great, you know, platforms like Earn Your Leisure, which I learned a lot of information from, and, you know, Black Wall Street Trapper, but like stocks and these numbers and stuff isn't for people. You know, like, I just feel like you got to figure out what your avenue is, and if you like a certain brand, see if you can get a piece, and if you can't get a piece, maybe that's when you reevaluate.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people, too, I'm always going to say it, I need to make it a shirt. They're surface walkers. Because it's very easy to just give up and be like, why can't I just be happy? I want to buy the brand. I'm going to buy the brand.
Right.
You know, these kids going to grow up, they can take care of themselves. You know, it's very easy to do that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to actually buckle down and like basically like be a hermit for a certain amount of time so that you can have a place to have generational wealth.
But what would you say?
Stay down till you get up.
But what would you say to somebody without kids? And they like, dog, I'm living life. They could be 20, 30.
Oh no, I'm not knocking them. I'm just saying it's going to be a point in time where the realization is going to come in, and a lot of people realize that later on in life.
Yeah, later.
Right.
And that's
later
why
on, and it's too late.
Yeah, that's why I said I came into that realization when I just started making my own money, and it's like, yo, that's too much. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So and honestly, this is a I guess a backwards edited conversation. Is just like because I say that because you know, we want to support brands.
Yeah, but I don't.
At the Prodigal Brothers.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think
Because
there's anything wrong with being fly though.
There's
Like, at the
that's
same
not
time,
that's
you
not
know?
what I'm saying at all. Trust me. I'm not saying that at all. I just wanted to dive deep into it and just have a conversation about it, like, because I'll be just thinking about things like this in the back of your conscience. What is that though? Like, because I don't care. Like I said, I don't really care what I wear. If
Right.
that shit look good, it fit right. Because that's the number one thing about me.
Right.
I think you too.
Right.
We got the same body type. Like
Right.
this got to lay right. Like some of this shit don't. And that's my beef too.
This shit hugging my back fat. I don't want to wear this.
You feel me?
Like,
Because that's my beef too with a lot of brands. It's like, yo, this shit ain't for me.
like
yo.
I don't know how. Hey man,
Don't lay right.
Hey, much love to the big youngins out here that be wearing the hugging shirts, but like
Yeah, and the
like-
skinny jeans
like, come
and,
on, bro.
and the
Like, you
the
280
hoochie daddy,
you-
the
you
hoochie
two-
daddy shorts and shit. And
You
it's like,
285, cuzzo. Why your shirt hugging
that
like that?
shit don't fit right, yo. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to say, like the Prodigal Brothers, we want to support brands that we bang with because we do bang with certain styles, we bang with certain brands,
Right.
and we bang with certain companies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we want a piece of you too. Like we want a partnership. We want to share with the brands that are out there, with the families that are out there doing their thing. We doing our thing, and we want to uplift.
Yeah. Facts, man. We definitely want to uplift the brand, but it's not even about having a piece. It's just like, allow us to move you forward and then
Move each other forward.
Yeah, and
That's what it's about. And I think that's what my bad. I just cut you off like a motherfucker. I just cut you off like shit. I apologize, Joe. Because I think that's what it's about with our community. You feel me? Because we're all doing something. And we like to highlight that on our lives, on our show. We're all doing something. Let's build all that together instead of supporting these outside families.
Exactly. We just have to make the right connection. You know what I mean?
Shout out Connection.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah.
Shout out Connection, man. J-Ho, Eric, man. Like, you know, man, y'all can come on here and talk to us anyway, man. You be banging with us, man. But moving on, man. What y'all been watching lately, yo?
I mean, I can't really.
Oh, you don't be watching?
I can't really.
I was watching myself the other day.
I was talking about it on television, but damn. this nigga always looking internal.
No. I was
Alpha men don't do that.
I was just. No, I was just watching, some techniques I was doing. I was like, hey, man, I'm getting old, man. I need some help in the bedroom. So, instead of laying flat on the bed, you buy a pillow now that helps you boost up. So
Boost up?
Yeah. So
Elaborate on that. Talk to him.
I wasn't even
like,
talking about this, but go ahead.
Instead of having a pillow,
Uh-huh.
you get one of those triangle pillows.
Triangle pillow?
It's a triangle pillow. And
Okay.
then, your lady can just lay down, or you can lay down,
Yeah.
and it's much better, man. You don't have any pain when you wake up the next day. You're not tired.
you be getting that back pain too?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I thought it was because I was doing too much work.
No,
The uneven pumps per
our body
session.
started to break down, man.
Yeah, we getting
You know.
older. We gotta find new techniques and pillows, obviously.
Yeah. But to go back to what we've been watching on TV,
Yeah, man. All jokes aside.
yeah,
No pun intended.
I found this series on Amazon, Fat Tuesdays. Y'all would love that, man.
Is it a series or no?
yeah.
I've been hearing about. Oh, it's on Amazon.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I've been looking for it honestly though.
This is
It's
not an
great,
ad.
bro. It's great. I love it.
Guy Tori, right?
Yeah, got everybody on there, man. All the comedians, they're talking about stuff. Nick Cannon talks about how he took Guy Tori's theme from Fat Tuesdays and turned it into his MTV thing, because that's basically what he did.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know? He said if it wasn't for him,
No,
it wouldn't be me.
Nick admitted that on Joe Budden the other day.
Yeah, but it ain't stealing. It's homage.
Oh,
though.
no.
Yeah.
it's
No, I'm not
homage,
saying he stole it. I mean,
But
if that was
Nah,
a
you
winning-
implied.
No, if that was a winning recipe, why not use it somewhere else?
but no, that's a part of what we was just saying, yo.
Yeah.
It's all in the family,
Right,
Like,
right,
they supported
right,
each other
right,
because Guy
right,
Tori was on Wild
right,
Now.
right.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I wanted to get into is the comedy sector of things.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is Fat Tuesday, old school comedy. Shit was raw.
Right.
Eddie Murphy. You know what I mean? Like Def Comedy Jam.
Right.
Like real nigga shit. You
Right.
feel me? Like we was talking about gritty shit that pertain to black people and the black community, right?
Yeah.
But 2022, I have a feeling that comedy is a whole lot different, bro.
Yeah.
Even one of some of my favorite comedians, it seems like they're stepping back from saying what they really want to say and what we really feeling.
Yeah.
Like, because all comedians back in the day, what they did, a lot of shit was black versus white, whatever. But everything was black, how we live. If you was black, you talking about how black people live. You Chinese, you talk about Chinese, how y'all live.
Right.
You feel me? You Mexican, George Lopez. All he do is talk about Mexican people, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like it's different these days. Like, we don't want, I feel like they scared to offend.
I think and Guy Tori was on Snoop's special that he had recently on Netflix.
I've seen that too.
And that was really good but like you said, the comics were very light with their material.
That's my thing.
And I don't know if it was just a beginning, right? Like it seemed like it's going to be a beginning of what is it? Hanging around or joking around with Snoop.
Like it's going to be a series.
Right. So it may be a series that they're trying to build up. That's why they didn't really kind of kick it off, and maybe they'll get new up and coming comics on it. But they did talk about the state of comedy right now, or climate of comedy right now. But I think that you have to expand your comedy. You gotta elevate it, bro.
Some people can.
Like that's why Dave Chappelle is so good.
That's why he's the man.
He's able to reach and touch on things that are in this space now, right? Like we're not here in the 90s, and and I always talk about that, dog. Like the past is great to reflect on, but that shit over. It's dead. And elevate your comedy. Ali Sadiq just did a whole special on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's hilarious. And he talks about being black, growing up with a father. And he talks about, like, when you grow up with a father, maybe you shouldn't have grown up with a father sometimes. Sometimes people like, you lucky for growing up with a dad. And you're like, nah, that ain't the way. You know what I mean? And
Ali Sadiq is one of my favorites, though.
Yeah, but he talk about, like, when we was younger and stuff that was relatable to me, like how I had to come, like, there was so many rules just for me to go outside and play.
Bro, we were just talking about that too.
You know what I mean? But like that's a relatable comedy. That's black comedy. It don't gotta be black, but it's relatable. You know,
and that's what I'm talking about. I feel like we're getting off of relatable stuff because maybe we are expanding as a community, right? Because back in the day, we was a little, you know what I mean? It was kind of like we were in one direction. Now we're a collage of different entities, and we want to reach everybody, so we're trying to like stay in the middle.
Dog, back in the day, Ali Sadiq talked about it. There was like one gay dude that was just out in the open, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one gay person that was out in the open,
right?
Or even like gay women fit a certain standard. Mm-hmm. Now everybody outside. Yeah. Nobody's holding back. Nobody's trying to not be seen or do it behind closed doors. Like everything's open. Maybe too much, but you got to understand that since everything's open, you have to be sensitive to how people feel about things.
Yeah, and also I think that when we're talking about 90s comedy, the comedians, or if you're a comedian coming into, doing comedy now, you see that you were stuck in that platform of black comedy. So
amen.
To really get your money, you have to attract all crowds.
Right.
Because if you just stay with black comedy, that's all that's going to happen. Like, look at all the people on Def Jam. Like, some of them were successful. Some of them were more successful. Yeah. Why were those more successful? Because, like you said, they expanded their comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
They rose to the masses.
I can dig that.
Like, I don't like the guy, but like Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
He started, black comedy.
Yeah.
Now he's all over TV.
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Because he expanded his outreach.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening.
I get what you're saying, but as far as me, I think Steve Harvey's still true to himself in a lot of ways, right?
That's funny you say that, because when you see him on TV now, that ain't the same guy that's being interviewed in Fat Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because he dropping nigga this and nigga that.
Well, no, your language changes. You feel what I'm saying? But we all know, like, nigga, when you on ABC or whatever you on NBC, You ain't but to be nigga this, nigga that. We know that.
but dog, like I'm talking about the language, dog. Like the like calling somebody a faggot. You're not gonna get that off no more.
Right.
And that was a funny part of a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think that's literally what I'm like. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Just saying the word was funny.
Yeah, but I'm saying even the comedy was weak for certain people.
Yeah.
And now they get quieted out the fucking comedy show. You know what I mean? Like you be on stage, you talking a lot of shit, and somebody just be like, yo, that shit, it's not funny. It's actually offensive. Like, it's whack. You can't come to the comedy show and like DL Hughley comedy is totally different from when he used to come and just snap on people the whole show.
Yeah, but like, he still. But the thing about DL Hughley is one of my favorites, right? Because
is he the best on Kings of Comedy?
No, he's not the best.
Exactly. And what was he doing? Snapping on.
That's what I'm saying.
What was everybody else doing? Comedy.
Yeah.
Jokes.
What I'm saying is DL's that's his thing. Like some people do crowd work, right? DL's one of the best at the crowd work. Some people do voices, impressions, right? That's their thing. But DL, even though he that's where he made his staple. There's part of his show where he turned the lights up and he gonna fry the audience. He still does that.
Yeah, bro, because he's not nice with comedy.
Okay. If you say so, we ain't gonna.
I get.
No, I'm not saying. There's no offense to DL.
He's one of the most successful comedians out there. He gets
Right.
booked all the time
because he branded and did different things, and he's also telling different jokes.
Right.
But he's not. But dog, Kings of Comedy. Everybody else is better than DL Hughley by a long shot.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Said wasn't better.
No, listen.
Steve wasn't better.
No.
Bernie Mac killed.
That was the funniest one.
Yeah.
Him downstairs.
Right. Bro, no, I got you. I got you. He may have been the worst king of comedy, but
I'm just talking about.
I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about growth in comedy, dog.
Okay. I feel like that's a great example about growth.
I just think
that was your point?
You just have to change your terminology a lot. Like, there's certain things that I can't say in the workplace now. I just switch the words up.
Yeah.
And nobody's offended. And people laugh.
Look,
like instead of saying retard, I'm like, that motherfucker's a D to D. You got to explain shit to him. Everybody's laugh, but if I say that motherfucker retarded, then here comes somebody. My son is retarded.
Oh
you can't
right.
Say that.
That's true too. It's trigger words.
Shit up.
But y'all exactly right. Y'all making great points. But I guess what my point is, I feel like comedians these days aren't viable in doing that. Right? Because prime example is I'm listening to the Cat Williams. I watched the Cat Williams special. I'm a comedy buff, bro. Right? So I'm listening. If it's on, I'll listen to it. Like I don't even just listen to black comics. I even listen to clean comedy. Because like what you said,
you're right.
Some people, like there's a dude, I think his name is Michael Jones Jr. He's a Christian comic.
Right.
And he's funny as hell.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But I like to see how different people approach it. You feel me? But like I'm gonna get to what Cat Williams was saying is like his shit was whack, and I felt like it was partly it was whack because it wasn't him. He wasn't edgy.
You don't think it,
he wasn't trying to. He was trying to be politically correct. He wasn't trying to say the wrong thing. Like, and it's not even just what we're talking about LGBT or offending people, but it's the powers that be. Because in Cat Williams' comedy, he used to talk about going to different parties and opening up them different doors and being in different rooms.
Yeah.
And those are the things that you can't even talk about in Hollywood. So it's all those aspects of it that I think is kind of messing up the genre. Do you feel like you don't agree with that? You feel like if you good, you should be able to adapt?
Dog, I've heard some of Cat's jokes before he went on this tour, and whatever's on Netflix is not what he was delivering.
Oh, okay.
To me.
So
I'm on TikTok a lot, and I see I'm on TikTok a lot, bro. I see the clips. What I see on TikTok, I don't know where that is. Right. But that wasn't on Netflix.
And it wasn't on the special.
It was not on the special, bro.
Oh,
I don't know if you got to pay for that. For real.
Right.
And I feel like that's what we're in. We're in an oversaturated world where they're going to give you they're going to give you something that is light, but they may give you something else that's behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And yes, you're paying for Netflix, but you're not paying Cat Williams. You didn't go to the show.
Right.
So maybe that show was whack, I'm not even trying to like, shoot him some bail or anything, but I just feel like, one, if you're not paying for it, you're not going to get the best material. Two, a lot of the comics now are social media comics, and they not really giving the heat. They not the Ryan Davis. They not the Desi. I can't think of Desi name, but he
last name Banks, right?
Nah, not Desi Banks. Desi from Baltimore.
Oh,
but like Desi from Baltimore, he got like real comedians, real jokes. Desi Banks too, though.
Yeah.
Like giving out real jokes. Or what's the dudes in Atlanta?
85 so?
Yeah, 85. Like them
DC,
dudes, like
DC
real
Gunfly.
comics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Real comedians.
Long Beach
real
Griffin,
comedian. To me, and it's just my preference, but to me, comedy is the art of storytelling.
Yeah, it is.
And
that's exactly what it is.
Right. So that's why when I say DL, and I'm not trying to attack DL Hughley, but when I say DL, he not really getting nothing off to me a lot of time. It's better now because he's starting to tell stories.
Yeah, he's been doing.
His stories was terrible before. Obviously,
okay, maybe. I mean, you're judging off Kings of Comedy.
No,
I've seen DL live 4 times.
Dog, I've seen DL stand-ups on Netflix. Okay. We're both comedy guys.
Okay.
DL like that to you?
No, I never messed with him.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, not on that level. What I'm saying, I never messed with him. I mean, I appreciate what he has done, for comedians, and he has, his own show, radio show and everything. I mean, he's doing it, so he's successful.
He's doing a lot, right?
I mean, like his jokes aren't funny to me.
Okay.
And I relate that back to the new Cat Williams special.
Yeah.
The only thing that I was thinking in my mind when I was watching that shit, I was like, why is he sweating so much? Like I had to focus on
always
something
does
else.
That, bro.
I was like, this is not even funny. I was like, yo, did they get this motherfucker Molly before he came on?
Yo, he always does that in his shows, bro. Like, cause if you think about it, he used to come out with the perm and that joint be sweated out by the end of the special, bro. Like the one when he had the green suit on, he be sweating. I don't know. That's always been him though.
And the fact that
you was paying attention to that means that
it wasn't funny.
Wasn't hitting.
Yeah, because I don't never pay attention to the backgrounds. Yeah, I was like, yo, this background is whack. Bro, who set this stage up?
I fell asleep on the jump. I literally fell asleep during a comedy show.
I was like, this ain't funny, man. Yeah. It's not funny.
But I just think maybe this is what you're saying is like comedians are having a hard time adapting to the environment, or it could be they're giving you that surface. You got to pay for this real material.
Or maybe it's kind of like we're all men here, right? But we do know, like, we got to adapt how we talk, how they say locker room talk. You can't go into your workplace, and you as a comedian, you can't go into your workplace no more and say certain things. So now you have to find other things to say it in a non-offensive, funny way.
Yeah, but see, and that's but I think what my point is with comedy, it used to be you this is what you get, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm the comedian, this is my show. You paid to come see me. Like you talk about Ryan Davis, I went to see Ryan Davis live. Man, that ain't that Facebook comedy shit. Ryan Davis was biting.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel what I'm saying? Right? But I'm talking about cats like Corey Holcomb, like unapologetic. This is how comedy used to be. You feel me?
Right.
What's our guy, Patrice O'Neal?
But
you feel what I'm saying? No, comedy ain't like that.
I think D.L. Hughley is funnier in an interview than he is on stage.
No, I get you. We talked about
no,
that.
But what I'm saying is like now when he sit down and talk with people, he's talking about real life stuff, and it's funny.
Yeah.
When he gets on stage, even his material is it's even lighter than it used to be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of people's shit is light now, bro.
Yeah. Like, I'm wondering who's laughing.
There's no bite your head off comedy no more.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering who's laughing.
Like Ari Spears. Like these people are these people be going at it, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Dave did a joke about Bill Cosby and rape, bro. Like you feel what I'm saying?
But he saves.
We couldn't even say.
But he saves.
Yeah. But he's bro, we can't even say that word. I don't want to say it no more because
right. Yeah,
bro. But he did a joke about that.
Yeah,
that's the genius.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm talking about. I'm not setting everybody to that standard, bro. But Kevin Hart was so funny because he was talking about his family. It was relatable.
Talking about his life, the life stories.
Like you have to be relatable in comedy, dog. And I think that's what people are missing. And maybe it's because of it's COVID or whatever. But like you you got to get a feel for people.
Yeah.
You know, everybody think we can do everything online nowadays. You do a lot, but like you got to get a feel. You got to get the energy.
You got to feel that audience.
You got to be outside. You got to get the pulse of the world.
Thank you.
And when you don't get that, you don't get real comedy.
You're gonna be disconnected.
Yeah, because you're going to have everybody sitting there. They're going to pump in crowd noise. Because that's what I thought I was hearing on Cat Williams.
That's
shit.
what
I was like, yo,
actually,
how are they laughing,
I
man?
thought they didn't pump in the crowd noise. I was like, yo, I can't even hear laughter. I'm like, like you feel me?
Yeah,
like I'm
bro.
like, yo, this is not how comedy. Because in Comic View, remember Comic View back in the day, one of my favorite shows on TV.
Oh yeah,
that was all fake laughter. You know what I'm saying?
I know that. Yeah,
you know what I mean? And they like looped it and shit. But I like your point too, bro. Like this is why I love comedy because it's the feel. You know what I mean? Like that's why they say it's one of the hardest things to do is because that's what you have to do. You don't really know. You got material lined up. You don't know who's gonna be out there.
Yeah. Right.
You feel me?
Right.
So you have to adjust to the crowd. The crowd gotta feel you. When you walk out, you gotta feel the crowd. The crowd gotta feel you. And that's one thing that I think is missing. Is like, man, it's a disconnect it's a disconnect now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was just wondering, is it just because of the state of the world these days?
It could be the state of you go ahead.
Nah, you got it.
Oh, my bad. It could be the state of comedy and how the world is right now, but also you can look at it like this too. When comedians were coming out, when Cat Williams hit the scene, everybody else hit the scene, they're raw. They're rugged.
Yeah.
Now their name is Cat Williams, so it's like,
okay.
So I already got paid. They come to see me off a name. I really ain't even got to do my best work here.
Okay.
Because he's already getting paid.
So you thinking people getting lax. But this is what I love about comedy. I feel like once you get like that, you getting up out of there.
Well, some people should have stopped a long time ago. I mean, like you got to realize this is your time. You cannot keep fucking mimicking Money Mike.
Doing the same thing.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart can't come out there acting like a little kid no more, saying all that. Like, you had your time.
Right.
Hopefully you got your money. Unless you got new material, you got to switch these stories up.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing about Eddie Murphy, bro. He hasn't done comedy since the '80s, and maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, because
you know what I mean?
Because I can tell my whole life story to be funny as hell. Next comedy special, of course, I'm gonna want to try to build off that momentum. Right. But then, like the crowd, they're like,
yeah, we heard this before.
Can you say something else? It's not funny no more, bro.
Right. Real talk, man. But that was a good segment, man. We're gonna get into something else, man. That's been bugging me. Yo.
What's that?
This YSL stuff. I know we talked about it before, yeah. Talk about bringing up old shit.
Right.
But I feel like it's still going on, man. And like it's been a couple of updates on it. Basically, I forgot the guy's name. I should have wrote it down. He did an interview on Vlad, and he's a journalist in Atlanta that's been basically he's been researching this YSL thing for like few years, right? Did you catch it?
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah, but he's basically like they got a lot of information piled up on them, right? And it's like, of course, digging into the music, digging into the company, but also different things like the social media aspect of things, right? So he's basically saying that the feds got a solid case on him, and I feel like. It's a lot of bullshit. I just feel like, the RICO situation is always a lot of bullshit. But that brings me, what I was thinking about too is they said most of the stuff that they're getting is things that the so-called gang put out there themselves, right? Basically, it's like a shooting happens, right? Somebody dies.
Right.
Then Young Thug posts on social media, that's what snitches get. Or something like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
What is up with do we share too much on social media, yo? Why do we have to do that? Speak about what goes on in the streets.
I don't know. I think people I don't even know how to voice that because I see some things and it's like, yeah, that's everybody's outlet, just like this podcast is an outlet for us, and for our listeners. Mm-hmm. But then, yeah, there's certain things. It's just like, why would you say my girlfriend cheating on me, I'm about to go over there and shoot up the club or shoot up that house. Here go to Addie, or you post a video of that. It's just like social media has showed us who the dumb people are in life. It's just like, yeah, we all know each other at some point, but then you start posting stuff on social media, you're just gonna get yourself in trouble. And people don't realize, and to take out the YSL thing, you can lose your regular job as a regular person doing shit on social media.
Amen.
Like, like Facebook has that section where you put where you work and all the jobs and schools.
Who fills that out?
Hey, people. I've seen where a lady had it. She worked at Home Depot, right? And she posted something that someone thought was insensitive. Yeah. They snapshotted it, said, "This is what Home Depot does: hire racist." The lady was fired the next day.
Of course. That's like, why would you do that? You're filling out your own police profile. Yeah?
Social media is for entertainment, not to post every tidbit, like
not to post your
detail about your life.
I think it's not the same though.
Okay.
For real, Young Thug, a young guy, Gunna, a young guy. They grew up with this, right? Like we know what VHS is. We know what a rewinder is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we rewind the joints where we take them back to Blockbuster.
You rewind a long ass movie, you be like,
yeah, bro. So
like 10 minutes.
But like the life that people live now, and then some people kind of just really, really embraced it, and those are some of the successful people in it. But you share everything. Like this is how you live your moments. This is your scrapbook. Like this is your life. This is your outlet, like you said. So you talk about your pain, you talk about your wins, you talk about your losses.
Right.
Like you just talk about all of that on social media, because these are the people you talk to. This is your world, and you carrying your world around with you all the time. So when y'all making it seem like Young Thug is stupid for that, I think it's stupid that an outlet like social media, which is not factual, there's no facts based on that. Like, I can say anything on social media.
You can say whatever you want.
I can say I was on the moon yesterday.
Yeah,
right.
And if somebody steals a spaceship that was actually on the moon, now they gonna come lock me up?
Yeah.
No, they not.
Right.
But they gonna lock Young Thug up.
Right.
They gonna lock Gunna up. I think that's my biggest issue with it. If things were happening and people were hurt, I think everybody should be accountable for their actions. But y'all cases, lyrics, and IG post.
Yeah, and the fact that he rented a vehicle and gave it to somebody, and that person shot somebody in the rented vehicle.
Yeah, like all of this is worse than guilty by association. Like, you remember how you used to like somebody getting your car with drugs or something like that, and it's like, well, this is your car, so you're technically in trouble for this. Mm-hmm. It's like, dog, like I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. He like driving cars. He ain't load 30 guns in here. And that was proof. Like, real police work is not happening. And that's that is my disappointment in this whole thing, is that they in there reciting lyrics at a bail hearing. You got Kevin Lyles. You got Kevin Lyles.
And they act like they ain't know who he was.
You got Baltimore own coming in there, gotta tell you who he is.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but like we got people of higher stature, coming down and tell you, I vouch for this person, speak out for this person, and you saying that, well, here's the lyrics, Judge. No context, no beat. No beat on in that damn courtroom, man. Like, for real.
Make him do the show.
Yeah, like, you gotta perform this, cuz. And I know you rode to Young Thug before you came in here.
That's how they knew. They listened to it. They kids listen to it.
So I just don't like that, dog. Like, it's a horrible, to me. I think if you throw all of that out of the case, I think the case is really bare bones. To me.
And they said that's what the lawyer will basically is what he's gonna do, is try to throw out the bullshit. You feel me? But at the same time, I feel like we got to be more strategic, I guess.
More
right?
responsible.
More responsible.
Because I'll say this, and if any listeners, cops, it's whatever, because I already know y'all.
Right.
Cops aren't smart. Criminals are dumb. Ain't nobody out here solving cases.
But we sound old.
No. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth.
No, look, go ahead.
Because there was a post years ago. This dude just stole a car. He posted, "Oh, I stole the car." Mm-hmm. He posted himself in the car. You know, they're like, congratulations, great police work. He's dumbass.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't do shit.
Yeah.
You know?
He told on himself.
Right.
Like you said, we filling out our own police profiles, and then we're going live, so we're telling exactly where we at.
Right.
You know? And then after we do it, we post, hey, this is what happens when you mess with me.
Maybe
Whatever,
y'all the
whatever.
most official youngsters to ever live in this world. You know what I'm saying? But when I was young, I made mistakes.
We all do.
You know what I mean? But like when I was doing things, I was telling people that I was doing things. I may have not have told. I may have not.
That's silly.
I still did it. I'm not sitting here saying like I'm perfect, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
not
saying like
that.
when I was doing certain things, like when I call certain people or when I get around certain people, I tell my stories.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to go and find y'all. This is what's going on, cuz.
You just let them know.
Yeah.
You just let them know.
So how you going to tell somebody 16, 17 with a phone having fun? I think some stuff is stupid, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, like we talk about people showing money on the gram is like, yo, pay your taxes. Like, I got money.
But dog, that's
I didn't
what-
know taxes
I
came with money.
feel like that's also way different than if you're running a criminal enterprise, bro. Cause the mafia on IG, like, you know what I mean? BMF on IG, yo. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference than it's a huge difference, bro. If you're literally running a company, a company that's supposed to back a street gang, why are we throwing signs on the ground? You know? Why are we murking people and taking pics on top of their cars? Like, come on, bro. There's a levels to this shit. You feel me? What Hov say, yo? Back when I was selling Instagrams, the last thing you wanted was your picture snapped.
It's not the same.
It's not. I get
the
you.
same world, though.
I'm not talking
You
about the
trying to
same
talk
world.
to young, like our damn kids are growing up with iPads and phones.
Exactly.
They come out the womb fucking
Yeah.
with a
Right.
status. The
Yeah.
baby come out the womb with a status.
And this-
Don't even got a social yet. The baby don't even got a goddamn social, though. You just got a status like just here, man.
And he
Love
had
y'all.
a picture on the internet.
Yeah. More life. More life.
He got more likes than you.
You know, he got pictures on the internet before he even out the womb.
nigga ain't
Nigga still in the womb. This was you in the womb.
Had whole celebrations.
They got all that. Bro, I dig what you're saying.
I just think we're being unrealistic. That's all.
No, we're not being unrealistic because if you're moving a certain way, you gotta move a certain way. Get the hell out of here, bro. There's people still out here doing things, yo.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody taking pictures of it.
Maybe that's.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Nah, I do feel you on that.
You don't think niggas is out here in the streets? Niggas don't even have iPhones in the streets. Like, yo, people, but the thing is, these cats got iPhones and they snapping pictures every location that they had, bro.
Dog.
Like they've been following these niggas. No, this is the number one thing I wanted to speak on too, is they said they've been following them for like 2 years and they knew that they were being under investigation. But something about their ego was like, I'm not about to slow up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't. You can't. You would look super guilty if you just stopped what you were doing.
No, man, you put the operation on a new route. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's code. You gonna tell me because we not in that generation that the code don't work no more?
It's not the same codes. That's what I keep trying to
Yes,
tell
it
you.
is.
No.
This is what I'm telling you.
You're talking about a blueprint and I'm talking about codes. The codes ain't the same.
Okay.
It's not the same world.
Right.
You
People tell on each other and be friends in the
cave,
jail cell.
You are a caveman. This
No,
is not
I'm
the
not.
same world.
Oh, okay.
We have
fine.
cars and
Well,
we have
fine.
cars and things.
I'm gonna live by my morals and my standards, and I'm not gonna get locked up because of a picture I posted, bro. I'll just do that. That's fine, but that shit is silly.
You also don't rap. You're not in the public light. If they didn't rap, they wouldn't get locked up. They didn't rap, they wouldn't get locked up. That's what we're not talking about.
That is what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about. Look, I'm gonna tell you why this is what we're talking about. Because we're not only talking about YSL. There's more than him locked up right now. We're talking about all the drill music who's making music about the shit that they actually do.
Yeah.
Yo,
Instead of what you actually lived.
right.
There's a difference.
They talk about what they did last week,
Yeah,
cuz.
yeah. Jeezy talked about when he used to sell bricks.
These niggas is
You know what I'm saying?
These niggas is like, bro, but they still talking about Vaughn. They still talking about, bro, this shit is recent. So you can't, so you're gonna tell me that a police report that's an open case on a murder, and then you say it in a song that he ain't gonna connect dots, bro? That shit's stupid. So don't tell me it's a different generation. What is?
Oh, they rap.
That's stupid.
They rapping about how they
And
live.
they put the name in there, nigga. Who I smoke.
They rapping about how they live based upon what they seen when they was growing up. Because
No, they rapping about how they do, bro.
No, we was talking
Not how they live, how they do.
They rapping about how they live. How they live is what they do. Look, we looked up to Jay and all of that. Like, you can't look up to Jay and all the coke bars and all of that, and then you gonna tell these guys who are like, yo, well, that's what they was doing, but we doing it even more.
I'm telling stop
day to day.
I'm just saying stop telling everybody, bro. Does that make it go away?
You want them to stop selling records?
Like,
you're not talking.
They don't even need to sell records.
You're not
nigga.
talking about the bigger issue. The bigger issue is the fact that they get paid for this. They get told to.
They get paid to get locked up.
Yes, nigga.
All right, there we have it. That's what it is.
They get paid to die.
They get paid. Thank you.
They get paid.
Thank you.
Everything is paid, and then after they're gone, guess who gets paid? The people who told them to do this.
There you go.
NBA YoungBoy is in what, Kansas or
Utah,
Oregon, wherever it
is.
is.
Utah. The nigga was on a fucking 10-year parole.
Yeah. Guess what happened? He out of jail. Guess what he did next week? Dropped the album. Guess why they got him out? Because he dropped the album while he was in there. That joint went crazy. Yeah. They said we need more music. He done dropped 2-3 albums since he been out. And he can't even go outside.
Got Utah record.
He can't even go out the front door.
Yeah, like, I wonder what that vibe is. Utah's your setting.
You know, you still talking that
he got
shit.
family in there, right? Because like you said, he ought to do it.
But I'm saying you still able to talk that shit, though.
Yeah, of course. You can talk it. You can do it all. They gonna like you just said. They let you do it. These niggas is getting paid to get locked up to die.
And honestly, I feel like it ain't always the big.
Is it entertainment anymore?
It ain't always the big guy that you see. That's just my opinion. It ain't the big Universal or Def Jam. It ain't all those. We think it's these big white people at the top. Mm-hmm. I think it's certain people cultivating you to get moved because Yo Gotti team looks strong. And everybody outside moving.
And they all got their own company.
And I ain't speaking on nobody else, other teams, but some other teams got a lot of people locked up or gone.
Yeah, we spoke on it.
And what
I
they
mentioned
doing?
it, but that's why I mentioned it. Because Gotti doing this damn, bruh, all of them got their own company. And all of them talk
and
that
they
shit.
talk that shit.
and Cats done got popped in his city.
Yeah.
And was there a song about it?
No.
That's what I'm talking
Exactly.
about. So don't say that it's just the generation we live in.
Nah,
it's niggas that move right and niggas that move wrong.
But it's still rap is targeted though. Like rappers
we know
are targeted.
That. We know all that. They know that. That's my point. Is they knew they was being targeted and they still come on, bro.
Look,
you can't tell me that you can agree with that shit.
Look,
I mean, you did agree with it. You did agree with it. Whatever.
I may have
that shit's stupid.
I may have high blood pressure, which I don't. But if I did have high blood pressure and they told me stop eating pizza, guess what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I want.
All right. Hey, fair point. And that's what they doing. They doing what they want, and they dumbass Hold on, they locked up, complaining about being locked up.
But you can't tell a young man who getting money to stop doing what got him the money.
But guess who
That's so stupid to me. That you even suggesting that. I was getting money doing this. Mm-hmm. And the money has gotten me out of probably way more than this. And now you mean to tell me I can't throw money at this to get out of this? You bugging.
No.
And you young with money? You wasn't crazy when you was young with money?
Bruh. I wasn't telling everybody how I was moving. I still don't tell everybody how I'm moving.
Yeah.
People don't know where the fuck I live at.
You also wasn't listening to people to tell you how to move either. You sitting here trying to tell young people
I'm not telling.
You telling young people who rap and get money, this is the most money they ever seen, and stop being the person who got them to that status.
I'm just telling be smart about the shit that you do.
Right.
I'm not even telling nobody what to do and what not to do. You telling the world, you telling people that have no idea what the streets is like about the moves that you're making.
I see both.
That shit is ridiculous.
I see both of you guys' points.
Yeah.
And I agree with both. Because I think what you're trying to say, uplifting, and what you're trying to say, Al, is that when we grew up, we didn't tell people our dirt, or it wasn't available for us to record it at every minute. We don't speak
on what goes on in this house.
We had when we had these kids that are growing up now, or that are entertainers now, like you said, they grew up recording everything, whether it was dumb or whether it was funny. And as we see that some of these dumb people that do dumb stuff become famous off of Vine or TikTok, so they think they have to record everything to keep the momentum. Whereas you're saying, hey, Jay's like, don't take no picture of me. That's the difference than it is now, because he didn't want to be seen. Yeah. But everybody knew who he was. Now you have to be seen in order to keep making that bread. So that's what they do. But I do get what you're saying. Yeah, I wouldn't post, hey, I just shot a dude. But I do understand, hey, I might post, we just beat his ass. Yeah. And then somebody else shot him.
That's the thing. But see, that's the thing. I would never even post anything like that, bro. I don't even like. When Snapchat first, I didn't even like that because I'm like, hold up, yo. People, like, I make this video, people know exactly where I'm at what time. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, bro, it's just, bro, if you moving like that, you got to move like that. There's a code. You got to stick to it.
No,
because guess what? You got dumbass cops that don't even know what's going on. Mm-hmm. They gotta listen to your albums in order to figure out your case.
It's hard to break a habit, bro.
Trust me, I know.
I done seen it.
I got Newports in my pocket.
I saw a TMZ video of Justin Bieber, doing some things when he was young, and it was like, why would you record that?
Yeah.
Right? But you've been recording since birth. Mm-hmm. You've been in front of a camera since birth. All you know is to record your life. This is what was taught to you. And I ain't gonna beat a dead horse.
Yeah, I know. You copping a plea for him, yo. I understand. You definitely is, yo. But you got a good point because that's what the generation does. All I'm saying that it could be removed and it could be reversed. You understand? I think all these things should be a lesson to you. Because, like, honestly, you talk about Gunna's only crime is being a part of YSL and throwing up the signs.
Yeah.
But if he didn't post all that, you feel what I'm saying?
No, bro.
That's his only crime.
Poor police work shouldn't get rewarded either.
Yeah, but guess what? Gunna's still being held without bond.
Exactly. You should have to do some real investigating. That's what I'm saying.
True. I agree with that. Because
that
just wasn't the topic
because I rap.
But I definitely agree with that part.
And also another point, law enforcement people, if you got me locked up for crimes I've already committed, why am I waiting?
Right.
Why are we waiting? Why are you still explaining shit to the judge?
Yeah, you building the case for what? I thought you had the case.
No,
right.
They still built. They still built for that discovery.
Because you got to go to court to prove my guilty or my innocence. Why am I locked up if you're not ready to prove that I'm guilty?
Because they need more people to snitch on you.
Exactly.
That's what they're doing.
And they need you to feel it. That's why they being held without bond. They need you to feel it. That nigga, like you said, these niggas are multi-millionaires and they being in a 6x6.
I think that's wrong too, though. I do, bro. That's not the right to due process.
No, it's not.
It isn't.
Like,
it isn't.
Like that's what I'm saying. I understand.
It's different. You know, it's different for us.
I'm off this.
You know, it's different for us. But trust me, man, we gotta play the devil's advocate sometimes, yo.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, crimes were committed. And a lot of people got hurt.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So our hearts go out to that.
Definitely.
You feel me? But we also agree that we need to put the onus and the pressure on these states, these attorneys, and these detectives to do their due diligence, okay? Mm-hmm. Not be on the internet all day looking at pictures, all right? Or listening to music to try to solve crimes. Yeah. How about you get out your patrol cars and walk the beat? I'm all back in the day, right?
Yeah,
because that's old school, right?
I mean, what happened to informants?
You know what I mean?
Like I get this is the world that we live in. So I'm always on that type of time.
Yeah.
But your job description speaks to you actually doing investigative work.
Exactly.
And I mean, maybe there's not detailed on, but there should be some laws to protect people who may not be like a Gunna or Young Thug, but other entertainers that are easily targeted by people who are just looking to move up into Senate roles or just be a mayor or be, a bigger prosecutor in the state.
People in general. You know? They're like, say like I was moving stuff out of my house or it was suspected, and I have my woman there. You already know they're gonna bring her in and say, we're gonna take your kid away from you. You know, they're gonna want her to give them the information that they should be investigating. And who knows, she might even lie just because she don't want the kid taken away from her. This happens to normal people too.
That's what I'm saying. That's another thing that they do is hold the people you love against you and threaten them with things of that sort. You feel me? To get confessions. And I'm glad you brought that up because some of the confessions could be fake. They can lie on you.
Yeah.
Real talk. But my point is, man, I'd rather be safe than sorry, bro.
I get what you're saying, yeah.
That's the thing. Don't sit out here and think that you bigger than the law and, nigga, I can post the money I just stole because what they gonna do. Because when you in there, you know what I mean? You can't get your nails painted no more. You ain't getting your hair dyed no more. You feel what I'm saying?
You ain't drinking that lean every day.
You got habits that you can't do. You in that 6x6 and you used to live in the mansions and partying every day.
Right.
And that reality catch up to you. It's different when that door slam.
Yeah.
And you by yourself. You ain't got no phone.
Right.
Man, be careful out there, man. It's another episode of the Prodigal Brothers, man.
Yes,
and I like to say, rest in peace, Big O, man. You feel me? OGs ain't never forgotten, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Prodigal.